Well, I was about to shoot a video and record this CPU cooler in. We got it in. This is a pretty little cheap one. It's like $12. We're actually going to test to see how cool it actually does work. But as you can see, my workstation is a mess. I have got to clean it up badly. So, I guess before I can start on this, and just in case you're wondering, this is a computer we're going to sell at the shop. I believe we're going to sell. If not, Justin lied to me, and I'm working on it for nothing. But stay tuned as I clean up and then get this thing ready to be worked on. Here, I got to remove all the parts for the aftermarket CPU cooler, and it's looking like. Hope I can access the back panel of this case, and also always put a screw in your graphics card. This thing was sagging when I saw it, and I was like, oh no, this can't fly. But this is a little cheapy build. I can't even tell you what processor. I think it's the FX8350, I think. I will verify though, just to make sure. And of course, you got a little bit of gaming RAM. And Justin did some cable management. He said I might have to do some wiring. Not much, but that's a start. I also got to reinstall this AMD bracket because we're going to go away from the aftermarket cooler that he had on there because it was just way too tall. I think it like stuck right out to here. Oh, a freaking nap. But just give me 1 minute and I will have the cooler mount. Designers, this is not acceptable. I mean, really, a bigger hole will make this a lot more accessible. I know this is probably designed for, you know, mini ITX motherboards, but if it's supposed to support the motherboard, which this one does support, this full ATX board, it should have enough CPU room. Now, I fear I'm going to have to remove this. I might can get away without doing it, but we're going to see. This right here is the reason why I stress a big cutout for the CPU. I actually had to remove the motherboard, almost completely uninstall it, just so I can get to those two nuts holding on this back plate. It's one of these things that can actually, a little design could actually take a, I don't know, a 5-minute job and turn it into a good 20-minute job. Because now I got to re-put everything back in there, and instead of tidying up the cables, I got to rerun the cables and tidy them up. Just another day. Now, to finish the build, I actually got to come in here into the boneyard because I have got to find a SATA cable. As you can see, yeah, we got other custom computers built. This is actually part of a big build, along with not one, not two, not three, but 4 27-inch monitors. I can't wait to actually install that. We'll be doing so later this week. So now I got to go and find me a SATA cable and all of this, which actually isn't too hard. I'll just grab a random case and pull one out if I have to. Good thing about having all the boneyards. See, right now we're running under a light load. Not really much. A couple of cores that keeps getting up on a percentage, but nothing real heavy. But the temperatures are staying fairly low. The highest it's got up was 47 degrees Celsius, which is still pretty good for AMD, especially the FX8350. As you can see, the ID right there. For the most part, it's actually a pretty good cooler. Of course, it's nothing compared to liquid cooling or like a massive tower. Only thing it's running right now is a Windows update, which gotta have those. But all in all, I think this was pretty successful, especially considering the space that it saves. As you can see right here, just running. It's not even ramped up pretty high. Can't even hear it. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to tweak it a little bit more, you could. Maybe get a little more RPM out of it. So this is almost done. I'm going to straighten out these wires here in just a few minutes. Have a final build video and everything, and go from there. Complete. Cables are managed. Computer's running quite beautifully, if I must say so. And this is the complete finished product without the side panel, of course. I put the side panel on, but it's up and running. Pretty stable. Got a little glowy. Got some yield speed. Nice little budget gaming computer. Little cooler adventure. Tried out this new little cooler for the computer. If you got any questions or comments, give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it. But at least click subscribe.